So with the recent news of Mission Impossible 6 coming out in 2018, this is my picks on what should happen in Mission Impossible 6. A great villain. One of my problems simply with the franchise in general is the lack of a great villains, really. I think there's only been one, and that's with Philip Seymour Hoffman, who did a really great job for me personally, and I don't think we've ever had a better performance, even before him, to be honest, for me, and I just think it would be great, when the sixth one now we're coming to, I think you need to pick it up in terms of certain elements. That's the only kind of problem I really have with the Mission Impossible film, and I do love this franchise, hence why I'm doing this video. But things like that, I think it really needs kind of pushed up on a little bit. And for me personally, my pick of who I'd like to see as a villain in the Mission Impossible franchise is Benicio del Toro. I think he would do just a great job in terms of being a mix of over the top, but strict and straight, and a bit of mix of everything, which I think he does just great, frankly. I think he would do a great job. It would be interesting to see. Probably won't get, that kind of role, sadly, but that's the kind of role I would like to see. I think someone of his acting ability, they could probably achieve something of a great performance, very much like the Philip Seymour Hoffman. Backstory on Ethan Hunt. And again, here, actually, to be honest, another little problem I have with the Mission Impossible franchise is any sort of character really on Ethan Hunt. It is just typical, action hero, Tom Cruise, that's him. And for me, I need a little bit more. I know some could argue that that's the point, he's a spy, you should know more about him and all that, and okay, I get it. If you're going to do a franchise on this character, 6 films in now, you need to give me more on this character, I think. I need to know more on what makes this guy tick. And I think that would be interesting. It would be good interesting, actually, a whole film just kind of almost like circling around his past or something. That would be interesting, something a bit different. Because coming up next is something else that I don't like. No government betrayal stories. I feel like it's literally nearly happened in every single Mission Impossible film where his own government turns against him, and I am quite fed up with that storyline, to be honest. It's literally never happened in every single of the Mission Impossible films where, we don't trust Ethan Hunt anymore, and it's like, why? He does a good job. I don't know why you don't trust the guy. I'm just getting, it's getting a bit fatigued now of just constant the same storyline. For me, I need something just different in terms of don't do anything of that kind of vein for me. Bring back past characters. Yeah, for this one, for me, I think it's kind of an obvious one, I guess, for some. Paula Patton, that was supposed to actually apparently come back for the 5th one, but was busy doing other projects, I think was great in the 4th one, and I thought it was a shame that we didn't get more of her, because I never got the impression that, her and Ethan Hunt was going to be an item, which I kind of liked, and it annoys me that in every Mission Impossible film there only seems to be the one female, hero character. I would like to see more of female characters in it that isn't just, love interest. It would be great, like, when they brought in Jeremy Renner, he was his own side character. I'd love to see if they did that with another female character. I think, for me, that would be great, really, and hopefully they do bring someone or maybe like Maggie Q that was in the 3rd one. That could be another kind of a good shout there. Bring back Alec Baldwin. This one actually, it's simply because I'm quite fed up of the constant change in government officials, where I'm just thinking, please just do the same. The reason why I like with James Bond, you've got it's always the same head and that kind of stuff, and I guess they did insinuate in the end of the 5th one that Alec Baldwin's going to be, more connected to with MI5 now, so it'll be interesting to see if they do bring him back. I'd love to see him come back. I think he actually did quite a good job with the role, and it'll be interesting to maybe expand on that character. I always like recurring main hero characters in anything. I always kind of like seeing that a little bit, because generally never going to happen in action films, and just simply I would just like to see someone in that kind of, I'm sick of seeing constant change and different figureheads. They just keep changing it, and I would like to, just the same for me. New allies. Now, I'm going to be quite simple and kind of blunt here. In terms of new allies, it's I don't know why, I just would love to see Dave Bautista in this franchise. I think, a bit like the Dwayne Johnson in Fast and Furious, I don't know why, I just feel like Dave Bautista would just fit in this franchise so much. Obviously with the action and all that, I think he would be great, and it could be a good way to maybe get him to really push, I was going to say acting there as a bit of a kind of strong suit for him, but I really like Dave Bautista, and I think he would really fit. And also any other new allies is always great, bringing in fresh, stuff all the time for me personally. Killed off. Now, I am saying obviously, bring in new, but I think sometimes it's always good to, maybe get rid, I guess. Don't ask me who the hell they should kill off, but I do think sometimes that's quite good, because it tells you, okay, it's real. They actually are in a real kind of world. It isn't just fantasy where they're jumping off buildings and seem to survive. I think it'll be, especially the sixth one as well, it'll be interesting to kind of see where they would go with that and who they would kill off. That would be quite an interesting, if they would go down that road, I think that would be quite an interesting thing to have at the end of the film, especially if the villain could have done it, because that's always quite a big thing, isn't it, when villains kill the hero. But yeah, that's my picks on what should happen in Mission Impossible 6. Comment down below, tell me what you think. Do you like my picks? Do you hate my picks? Please tell me. I'd love to know what you guys think. Comment down below, what do you like to see in this film? More videos in the future. So until then, see you later.